F, you ready? Ready as we celebrate hip hop 50 years. Some of my favorite joints. Let's go. Shout out to Chubb Rock, Rock Kim, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane. Shout out to Hip Hop, shout out to Melle Mel, the Furious Five, the Fantastic Four, Cool Herc,
Master Flash.
Let's go to Brooklyn real quick. Brooklyn. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls. Shout out to the greatest rapper of all time, Jay-Z. We can debate that shit later. Rest in peace, Big again.
That's debatable.
Rest in peace, Sean P.
Word.
Let's go to Queens. Hold on, let's go to Queens. Shout out the GOAT, LL Cool J.
He coined that term.
Shout out Onyx. Shout out motherfucking Nas, the other GOAT.
My V.
Shout out Mobb Deep. Shout out Nori. Shout out Capone.
CNN.
We just traveling right now. Big Queens. Shout out Tribe Called Quest.
Facts.
Turn your vocals up. Hold on.
Tragedy.
Hold on, Harlem. Hold on, Shaolin. What you said? Tragedy.
Yeah, man. Oh, we do.
One of my favorite beats of all time. Shout out Tragedy Gaddafi. Shout out Iman Thug. We got Meech in the building. Shout out Young Meech.
This is my shit right
We
here.
got Cheeto in the building. Shout out the whole family. Woo. If you're in the whip, pump it. This beat is hard. Meech, you need to drop some bars on this shit right here.
You ever heard this before, Meech? Nah. This shit right there.
It's called True Confessions. Iman Thug, Tragedy Gaddafi.
Chill.
We traveling around. Woo.
Or Mega.
Let's go back to Harlem.
Oh, we going to Harlem? Big L.
Played it a little. Shout out to the Dips. Jim Jones, Cam, Joel's Freaky. Shout out to Dougie Fresh. Shout out to Mace.
Heat makers.
Dip, set. I'm just playing random joints that I got in the playlist. Let's go to Spanish Harlem.
Oh, this is my.
Shout out Bodega Bams.
You fuck with Diego?
Oh yeah, I fuck with his brother.
That's.
Shout out Joel Ortiz.
You ever heard this album?
Nah.
No Ponte is a good album.
Word.
Gotta look that up.
Shout out Nitty Scott. I love you.
A few years ago.
Years ago. Damn.
7 years ago. 7 years.
Really? Alright. Sound like 98.
This shit is dope.
Yeah.
Good ass fucking album. Let's go down south. Hold on. Let's go down south.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. His brother's in jail. Shout out to him though. Shout out everybody in Louisiana. Shout out No Limit. Shout out Cash Money. Shout out all the soldiers overseas. Shout out everybody in Iraq. It's taking too long to build. Let's go somewhere else.
What's up with all y'all?
Volume up. Energy up.
What we got?
Shout out Master P. 58 albums in 1 year. Nobody could beat that.
Yeah, he was crazy. His output was sick.
We just having fun. Hold on.
You
know the words, sing along.
Like Lil Wayne, like his early days.
Yeah.
Like early 2000s Lil Wayne. That was crazy. Bravo.
Yeah.
Shout out Lil Wayne. I lost my place. Hold on, let's go to Texas.
Oh shit.
Pass that lean. Rest in peace, DJ Screw. Shout out Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Slim Thug. Rest in peace, Pimp C. Shout out Bun B.
Never heard of it.
Rest in peace, DMX. Hold on. Rest in peace, DMX. Forever. We love you.
You all over the place right now.
This for hip hop. This 50 years. God damn it.
Let's go.
Right there, yeah.
If you're in the car, put the fucking volume up. Great day.
Oh, you got the edited version.
It's the only one that's out there. It's okay though.
It's okay. We'll take it.
I love my. Let's go back to Brooklyn. Big up to Brooklyn. Big up to Brooklyn. Woo.
I know you fuck with Fab.
Right.
I know you fuck with Fab.
That's my God.
And he's from the 90s.
Shout
He
out
really
to Fab, one of
transitioned
the
into a
best.
new era.
Word.
Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit, but stay in Brooklyn.
Here we go.
I got Meech.
Woo! You ever heard this?
Nah.
Gotta get
Black
this.
Moon,
Pops, you
shout
gotta
out
put
to
him on
y'all.
this. You know
Meech,
this. I
gotta
know you
drop
know
some
this.
bars to this.
He knows this. Come follow me. Woo! Black Moon is ill. Buckshot. Shots of Buckshot, baby.
Shouts to Buckshot. Shouts to Black Moon.
Evil D. Beat Miners, all them. Smith and Wesson.
Big time, big time.
OGC.
Hold up. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Where we going? Come on,
Let's go
man.
to the ATL. Shout out to the King T.I. Cut them braids off, my nigga. I love you.
This guy. I see where this show going.
Where I'm holding all that work in. Let's stay in the ATL. Pump this shit up, pump this shit up, pump this shit up. If you
think of
get money,
Future?
pump this shit up. Shout out to
What you think of
Future.
Future?
Future, yeah.
You fuck with him? Yeah,
I rock with him, yeah.
yeah.
Couple classics.
Yeah, he got a few.
We traveling for hip hop 50th anniversary
This
of
is one of
hip
them.
hop.
This is one of them. This goes off.
I just want the beat to drop.
The build up, yo. You know the build up, baby. Gotta build it up.
Fuck up some commas. Let's fuck up some commas. 20 down, 100 down.
Woo!
Fuck up some commas. Hold on. We staying in ATL. Keep that energy up.
Shit.
Okay. We're gonna stay in the ATL. Let that bass drop.
Had to put my stun shades on. Woo! Cookers.
Middle fingers up for hip hop. Fuck the system. Fuck the police. Fuck the rules. 8 minutes in, it's all right. We going for 10. Hold on, we staying in the ATL.
Oh. What you think of Cheesy?
All the dope boys, everybody
Fuck with him?
getting money.
Yeah, I used to listen to him a lot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alright.
That was just because my dad and my uncles used to play it in the car all the time, yeah.
What is
Shout out to your dad.
Not your cup of tea though, right?
Uncle for
It's not what I would
putting you
listen to personally.
I feel you. I'm with that.
We've been going hard. Hold on. Because we ain't go to the West Coast yet. I'm fucking sweating. Shout out to Dr. Dre.
Yo, the way you rocking with that chair
Shout
though.
out to Snoop Dogg. Death Row motherfucking record.
He all over the place today.
1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. I
Make it
ran
count,
out of
Burns. Make
time.
it count.
Mr. Buster.
Hold on. If I only got 1 minute to go.
Come on, man.
I gotta go back to Brooklyn.
Don't play this, babe.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Let's keep it Brooklyn. I kind of want to end it right here, but
This build up is crazy.
I gotta let this hit. I might go over to 10.
You definitely will.
I might go over to 10. I'm not even gonna let this drop.
Blueprint 2 is on its way.
It's almost gonna drop.
Know y'all hear my footsteps out
10 minutes is okay.
coming.
Right before the drop, let's stay in
Go get
Brooklyn.
'em, Chuck. Told y'all.
Told y'all we doing it for hip hop one time.
Rockefeller Records. You heard me?
2023 hip hop anniversary. I gotta take you to one more place before I leave
He
y'all.
gonna fade you.
We going to Cleveland. F don't fade me.
He gonna fade you.
We not against rap. We not against rappers.
Thugs.
Shout out to the Bone Thugs. Shout out to Cleveland.
We doing this shit from Cleveland to LA.
Cleveland to LA. Let's go. I'ma let this drop. I got like 20 more songs I want to play, but I'm not gonna be able to play them. It's all good. I just want to end it with one joint.
I know you niggas.
We've been going hard street music. We done traveled the world for hip hop. Shout out to hip hop. You started out in motherfucking BX. You done traveled from coast to coast. You became global. I just want to play one more song and I'm gonna play it for the ladies. Rest in peace. Ching's Drugs. Let's go, ladies. Vibe out for hip hop one time. If y'all know the motherfucking words, I need to hear y'all sing along when this hook comes in. Hip Hop 50th Anniversary Godcast episode 158. Did I fucking press something?
You did.
Go back. It's okay. Start it over. Rest in peace,
Bring it
Chinks.
back. Bring it back.
Rest in
Chinks died?
peace, Stacks Bundle.
Chinks dog?
Yeah, really.
For his first album.
Yeah.
Really, that
Rest in peace, Stack Bundles. Rest in peace, Chinks. Ladies, sing along. Godcast episode 158. Let's go. Don't you worry, girl, I'm on your body. Hip hop, I'm on your body. Shout out to y'all. I love you. You done raised me. You done raised most of us.
Word.
Before I stop playing, I gotta play one more joint. Fresh new single from Young Meech, unreleased off the
Let's
album
go.
Genesis, dropping in September. I don't even know the name of this song, but y'all vibe out with it for 1 second. Happy birthday, hip hop.
It's the future.
We're gonna get into it with Young Meech in just a second. I need y'all to show this track some love. Make sure you're following at Meech_Noel 0813.
Nah, Meech.Noel 0319.
Meech.Noel
0319.
0319, new joint, unreleased, off the album Genesis in September.
Bring it
What's
back.
the name of this joint, Meech?
There's no me without you.
There is no me without you. Goddamn, dedicated to motherfucking hip hop.
Got that
Vibe out, Genesis in September.
Got that feel.
TPG, we Cheeto in the building.
Nah.
What's good?
It's TGP.
TGP.
Yeah.
The fun I had in this year was plenty. I was officially a teen, but I grew up early. At the time, I had the white tees with dope back jerseys.
To hip hop, to hip hop, to hip hop.
Late July, and the looks on this chick was killing me. No lies, glistening eyes.
Come back in September. Hear the rest of the song. Brother F, hit me with that hand clap one time, please, for hip hop. Shout out to the pioneers. Shout out to the culture. Shout out to the vultures and the haters. Y'all couldn't stop it. Y'all tried to keep us off the Grammys. Y'all tried to keep us off the red carpet. We run the fucking world. Hip hop is in everything, including your DNA, whether you like it or not. Shit is in country music. Shit is in fucking outer space on the damn whatevers. Aliens love it. We here. Hip hop, I love you. Thank you. Now some shout outs. Shout out to the brother Render Writer. He created the biggest hip hop muralist in New Jersey in Hackensack. Go check it out. Show some motherfucking love.
For hip hop, baby.
Shout out to Biz Nice. He had a dope event yesterday in Jersey City celebrating 50 years of hip hop. CF201 performed. Don Teak performed. DiBiase performed. Jay Blackman performed. Other people performed, but I'm burnt.
Sam Black.
Shout out, Sam Black was definitely there. Crisis hosted. Shout out to him. Levels of Love out now. Make sure y'all go check that out. The brother Kozan, shout out to him. He had an event yesterday in Humboldt Park, Jersey City, some shit like that.
Okay.
No, it's definitely not Humboldt Park because that's
Okay.
in Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. All my Puerto Ricans, all my GDs, y'all know what it is. He had some shit in Jersey City though, I don't remember, but it was super fire. Royal Flush was there, he performed.
Nice.
The homie Ayo Biggs from Canada, he was there, he performed. What's my man? I Got the Power. Chill Rob G, I'm pretty sure he
Chill
was there
Rob
and he
G.
performed. So shout out to that. Kozan, Break a Leg Entertainment. Shout out to y'all. I love what y'all doing. The biggest shout out of the week though goes to family of the show, uncle of Young Meech, the motivator, the inspiration, Justin D live, Billboard, top power players 2023, the whole Epic Records family. Shout out to y'all. Go check it out. Give fucking Justin some love. Go to his page, show him
That's
love.
right.
Go buy the magazine, all that. If you see him, have him sign it. Justin D live, man.
Yeah, man.
I can't say enough. The last time I shouted Justin D live, I think he was in Variety magazine, but my energy was low and trash and whack. Justin, I love you. You motivate us. Keep pushing. Keep doing what
Facts.
you're doing. You inspire all of us, the next generation. Meech, Ash, Envy, everybody. Young Rico, Des, all of y'all. Shout out to all y'all. Keep doing y'all things. Now, Young Meech in the motherfucking building. Young Meech is the future. He got a project dropping in September. It's called Genesis. He got a song out right now featuring J Got Clout. It's called Friends. He got a joint dropping on Monday midnight called Love, featuring the young lady
Desiree.
Nice. Shout out to that, yo. Shout out to my co-host VSOP. Where's the camera? Oh, the camera's here. Shout out to that. The energy got that intro got me tired.
Tired now, bro? You good? You want a towel? You want a towel?
No, I have a napkin.
You good?
Let's get into some quick current events before we get into the career and everything that Young Meech got going on, everything he's gonna put out. TGP, Third Generation Productions. Shout out D Steezy. Shout out J Got Clout. Young Meech in the building.
Yeah.
Before we get into his career, let's talk hip hop's 50th anniversary concert in Yankee Stadium. Memorable night. Nas headlining 40-minute set. He brought out the queen herself, Ms. Lauryn Hill.
Word.
I seen mad people performing at that shit. So shout out to everybody that was out there. Shout out to everybody that was in the building. Kalia Clark, I saw you in there.
Nice.
Sammy and Jose, I saw y'all in there. My cousin Jasmine, you was in there. Who the fuck else I seen over there? Mad people. I wasn't there. My stupid ass was stuck at work, so shout out to that. But next time, Hip Hop 100, I'm gonna be there front row, old and dusty. I don't give a fuck.
They gonna wheel you out?
Oh man, Meech, I wish you could have gone to that show, bro.
Yeah.
Word.
Did you catch any of it
to,
on YouTube by any chance?
Experience.
What show?
Oh, the Hip Hop 50.
The Hip Hop 50th live at Yankee Stadium. It was Friday night.
Yeah.
Mad people performed.
On the official birthday of hip hop.
Nah, I didn't see it at all. I heard about it though.
Yeah.
There's clips and stuff on YouTube. Definitely, I'm gonna go check that out because I also didn't see it, and definitely I recommend you.
It was pretty
check
dope.
that out.
It was pretty dope for the most part. There's a lot of acts that I still gotta catch because there were so many. That lineup was insane.
Was the concert really 8 hours long?
There's one of the videos that I seen that it's 8 hours long, and I guess it's from the beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying? That could be from like the very beginning for like way openers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Yeah, but a concert like that, I want to see the openers because even who.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
They had no opening acts. They had no opening acts as far as like new artists.
Right.
Artists. Everybody there was a legend and a known artist. So
no,
even
but
the opening acts who had probably 5-10 minutes.
Not even Lola Brooke came out and she did her joint. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she's from the Bronx, ain't she? Lola Brooke?
Is she from the Bronx?
She's. I could be mistaken. Correct me. If
Well,
I'm
she
wrong
came out right before Lil Kim.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. The ladies got to stick together. Shout out to Little Kim. Shout out to all the female MCs out there getting a lot of love.
Facts.
Now, something funny happened during this celebration of hip hop's 50th anniversary. And I actually am a little low key disgusted that this happened during this time specifically because, like, this shit is bound to happen, bro. It's hip hop, it's competitive. There's always, you know, subs and disses and direct disses and whatever. So Eminem recently featured on a song. I'm not sure who the artist's name was. It's a newer artist. Yeah. And he dissed the game, and he dissed the legend himself, Melle Mel.
Right.
And he dissed a couple other people. One of his main dissing points was artists still performing in clubs, which in essence disses a lot of legendary artists who are still performing in clubs. Brand Nubian, for example, Black Sheep. Yeah. Older artists who still go around on the club circuit, make their bread and shit. So he kind of dissed them. The legendary Melle Mel, who looks like a wrestler. If y'all never seen him, he's buff like Hulk Hogan in his prime.
Big facts.
He put out an Eminem diss, which I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear.
I heard,
but I read about.
I heard a little bit of it,
and they say it was very subpar.
Yeah, my thing is this. No disrespect to Melle Mel, because he is a pioneer. Like
he's a legend. Yeah,
he's a legend. He's a living legend to this culture that we call hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But his skill set is not on par with Eminem's. I'm sorry. There's just no comparison. Like, you should know that from the beginning.
Yeah,
you know
I'm honestly confused as to why he would even reply, why he would even make a song.
Yeah, and then on top of that, now your song falls flat and you look like an ass, and now you gotta apologize.
So that's the next thing that occurred. He put out the diss song. It was deemed subpar by the general consensus.
And even
then
himself.
A few days later, he came out and apologized, stating that his song was subpar and Eminem may be the superior MC, which is embarrassing and rather disappointing. You know, I think Melle Mel should have just played the high card and ignored it, and he would have been straight. Eminem, I'm a little disappointed that you would even diss Melle Mel. Like, what was the point in doing that? Is there something that I'm missing that I don't know? Some backstory, maybe some beef, or Melle Mel said something crazy. I don't know.
Maybe you never know. Because I'll be honest, the one thing, like, you don't see Eminem attacking motherfuckers unprovoked.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
it's not like he
That's
just goes
very
around
rare.
dissing people
Right.
like left and right. It's like, oh, today's the day I'm gonna diss fucking Melle Mel. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Normally it's in retaliation.
Right,
so I
right.
wonder, did I miss something that maybe
Right.
Melle Mel said in an interview or something?
Yeah, possibly, because, you know, Melle Mel, you know, he be talking that shit.
But even then, though, I think the timing was terrible, and to diss a legend on hip hop 50th anniversary week, like, to me, it's weak. Eminem has such high regard for hip hop, and he holds hip hop in such a high esteem.
Yeah.
When he went into the Hall of Fame, he gave out a long speech shouting out every legendary act that inspired him.
Yeah.
And this just seems like,
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I first heard this,
It's not
I was
cool.
I was a little surprised.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised because, you know, I know the regard that he had for Melle Mel.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was a little surprised at first, but again, it's like I said, you don't hear Eminem just going out doing some shit unprovoked.
Right. So if anybody knows of something that I may have missed, maybe there was a Melle Mel interview or a snippet of something he said, you know, kind of dissing Eminem, and this is why Eminem retaliated, please let me know so I can be better informed, because right now I don't know the origin of the beef. To me, it starts with the Eminem diss, and that doesn't seem right. I don't think he's that foul to diss Melle Mel for no reason on
Right.
hip hop anniversary week. Like,
That's the other thing.
that's crazy. Game, I knew that was coming because
Oh,
Game
yeah.
fucking dissed them with a 10-minute fucking diss, so I
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
that was coming.
You
the
ever
Melle Mel.
you ever got dissed?
Nah.
You ever
not
diss
yet.
anybody?
Nah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's good, bro. Don't.
Yeah, I mean,
What I like about Meech is that Meech is like a 90s rapper that was born in the wrong time.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Like an old soul.
Yeah, like he's not into what these new age rappers are into. Meek don't get sturdy, and Meek don't drill, and Meek don't have ops that I know of.
Yeah.
And you know, he's more about the essence of hip hop, which is
That's good.
actually very, like, God bless the universe for bringing you here today out of all days as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Like, it's
weekend.
it's so fitting to have new blood, new young blood, and an artist that not only raps, also produces his own music. He produced his whole album Genesis, dropping in September. So you show an appreciation for hip hop, the music and the culture.
Yeah.
That to me is missing from a lot of artists. A lot of these artists that drop today, they're in it for the money, bro. They're looking for a quick lick.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? So that's why I personally fuck with Meech. Shout out to the brother Chi. The brother Machito, he was the one that actually put me on to Meech originally. Told me definitely a young cat that I should keep an eye on, and if I had the opportunity to help, that, you know, it would be appreciated. And of course, family is family, and Meech is
Extended family.
extended family, of course, but also Meech is dedicated to the culture. Like I said, he's not in it for a quick buck, and I admire that. And he's willing to learn. And you know, he comes from a good foundation, family wise and hip hop wise, which is what's important for your career.
Right.
Stating how your uncle and your dad, you know, used to put you on and shit. So I can only imagine like I guess the foundation that your music catalog was built on. And then I'm sure you've gone back and studied other shit, people that you've liked and all that stuff.
Well, I think my uncle started me off in the 2000s.
With what?
He started me off with Hove, Nas, Kanye. But then me and myself, my dad put me on to Noriega. Okay. I put myself on to Kiss, but then my dad put me on to the Locks. It's like I'm like halfway, you feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
But you're still learning.
Yeah,
And you're
for
still
sure.
studying.
All right, so let me ask you this: what's the furthest thing you know, like the oldest thing that you think you've heard or you know?
I think the farthest I go is probably Rakim,
Oh wow,
Eric B.
that's like 87, dude.
No,
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Like
That's right,
Gangstar in the early days.
Yeah, the early 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh wow.
Would you be able to list like your 5 most influential MCs? Not necessarily your favorites, but the 5 that you think most influence your style, your cadence.
Yeah, everything.
For sure. I would have to say probably Eminem,
Nice.
Nas, MF Doom, who else? Big L and Big Pun.
Wow.
Wow.
But I don't know. I kind of have more though. I gotta leave like an extra space.
Yeah,
For a
of course.
couple,
You have
yeah.
to have honorable mention and shit.
For sure.
The MF Doom, you have an MF Doom freestyle that's out now on YouTube. Everybody go check that out. So that one's kind of like surprising a little bit to hear on your list
Yeah.
because not a lot of people will count or say MF Doom when they say their top 5.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
he's very like underground.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it was.
and reclusive as an artist. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Like he's hidden and shit. You feel me?
Well,
Like
he
don't,
was, yeah.
he don't
Yeah.
want to be in the spotlight.
Now my brother put me on to MF Doom.
Yeah.
Older brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
He put me on to MF Doom. I put myself onto the Tribe,
Right.
Wu-Tang, all of them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
rest in peace to MF Doom. Shout out to Tribe. Shout out to Wu-Tang. Shout out to Shaheem. He just curated a show, I believe it was Thursday or Friday, in Shaolin for hip hop's 50th anniversary with a bunch
Nice.
of upcoming artists. He also performed. DJ June was there. Shout out to all them good brothers.
Nice.
Before we move on with Meech, we were talking.
Hip-hop.
Oh, so you were talking about some of your influences, right? Billboard recently put out a list of the top 50 rappers from New York.
No, that was Complex.
Oh, it was Complex.
Yeah, it was
excuse me.
Complex.
Complex recently put out a list of the top 50 rappers from New York of all time.
Yeah.
Number 50 being Ice Spice. Debatable. Then the top 3 were Nas at number 3, Big at number 2,
And Jigga number
and
1.
Hove at number 1.
So it's like we started at you know what I'm saying, like our first episode, who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas? You know what I'm saying?
And it still rings. It's that is the eternal debate. That is the eternal barbershop debate. But Complex just settled it, and they literally said Jay-Z was the best ever. So I guess I won the debate after 157 episodes later. Shout out to Hove. Shout out to the Book of Hove. If y'all haven't gone to Brooklyn, go check it out. I have not gone, but I'm planning on going next Sunday. So if y'all free, pull
You said
up
you
on
fuck
me.
with Hove?
I'll be there.
You fuck with Hove?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, my dad put me on to the Reasonable Doubt album.
Okay.
That album,
What's your favorite Hove
crazy.
album besides Reasonable Doubt, maybe?
my favorite Hove album, probably either In My Lifetime Volume 1 or The Blueprint.
The second album, or the Blueprint. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people consider In My Lifetime Volume 1 to be one of Jay-Z's worst albums.
Yeah. It was at the time, it was considered a failure. When it came out, it was considered a failure. He was about to quit.
And it's
Hip-hop.
crazy because that album literally has so many classic
Hell yeah.
songs, so
Hell
many
yeah.
classic bars. A lot of that judgment was based off when it came out, and the first single being
City Is Mine.
The City Is Mine.
Yeah.
And then he followed it up with Sunshine and the video with Hype Williams and the Fish Eyes. It just wasn't Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It looked real put together, real marketed, real label push.
Yeah.
So a lot of early Jay-Z fans rebelled and shitted on that album, and that shit stuck. Same thing
Yeah.
with Nas. And
But-
his second album, a lot of people rebelled against it.
Well, both were classics.
Come to find, in due time, both of them shits are highly regarded as classic fucking albums.
Yeah.
Blueprint was like a classic off the rip. Like people
Yeah.
were waiting
Yeah.
for that shit. And
The whole
it dropped.
recorded in 7 days and all that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Recorded in
They-
7? Wow,
seven-
that's
the whole
crazy.
album recorded in 7 days. Yeah.
Now, you as a younger artist, and as a younger music fan, are you drawn to albums?
Yeah. Well, me personally, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into that. I'm into like producer albums like Jay Dilla be having like an hour
Right.
like
Donuts
LP.
and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I rock with those. And Yeah, it really all depends on the first joint I hear from that person. Because if it's hot, then I'm gonna want to hear more of what they got. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's awesome that you guys have that shit at the tip of your fingers. You feel me? Like, let's say tomorrow you go and discover, or today you discover Tragedy Gaddafi, right? That beat was hard, whatever. You say, all right, that shit was dope. I want to go see what else he did. Then you go back, you listen to Tragedy Gaddafi. Then, as you do your research, you learn he put out Capone and Noriega.
Yeah.
And he was on the first album a lot, and then they broke up, whatever. But you guys have that shit right there.
Yeah.
Like, I remember a time you hear a song on the radio, and yo, you probably gotta wait like a month for the shit to come out, the tape single and shit.
Word.
And then the album might not drop for 3 months. And if you forget or something, like, everything just wasn't so digital and so instant.
Yeah.
But I think it's dope that you study albums, because we live in a very microwave music society where it's very single driven.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
Yeah.
you know, artists will drop a single, that shit'll be hot. You never fucking hear from them again, and whatever.
That happened with a lot of people.
The songs live for a week or two, they get TikTok popping, and then they get out of here. So those artists, I feel, and I could be wrong, and always correct me if I'm wrong, they're not studying the culture. They're not studying the art of it. You know, again, it goes back to that quick buck shit. You know,
Right.
I don't want to say it's easy to make a quick buck in music, but if you get lucky and you get that little song that trends and goes viral, you're gonna make some quick bucks.
Or
But that doesn't necessarily guarantee a career of success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where what you're doing with the studying of the culture and the art and the artists and the albums and what it takes to make a great album and what role does a producer play, production, studying the actual production. Are you still going to IAR?
yeah, after high school, yeah.
IAR, dope. So that's all like admirable, bro. It's good that you're doing that. That's what keeps the culture of hip hop alive, you know,
Facts.
and not so much the vultures who come in and make they buck and leave and shit. And mind you, there's artists that I feel didn't leave and came in, used hip hop to blow up, and then branched off into some different shit, probably whatever they originally wanted to do, and they're making money. For example, Post Malone. Nothing against Post Malone, because Post Malone got songs I like, but I feel like he came in as a hip hop artist, you know, kind of raped the culture to make a name and get famous, and then fucking now he's doing 90s pop.
See, but
and shit.
that also shows you the power of hip hop, because he couldn't go the original route he wanted to go. He wouldn't have got as famous. He had to actually get hip hop behind him, make him popular, because it is at the time the number one genre of music. You know what I'm saying? So he used it to like basically to get, like you said, popping. And then, like you said, he went the avenue.
Fuck him for doing that.
No, fuck him. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
smart. You know, props to him for being smart enough to know that. But fuck him for doing that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, hip hop and minorities, because hip hop is let's get deep, right? Hip hop was made by minorities. Hip hop started with blacks and Puerto Ricans in the Bronx who were dirt poor and didn't have any other way to express themselves, and created something from nothing that ended up getting raped by multi-million-dollar labels and continues to get raped and used in ways that it was not intended to be used, and pioneers and creators never got compensated, and it's just $1 billion industry now that was stolen from the people that made it, if we're being honest. I don't know the point I was trying to make. I just had to let that out. So shout out to hip-hop because I love you. But Young Meech has an album coming out. Oh, wait. Before we get into Young Meech, I forgot there's one more bit of current events that I want to get to that I think is important, and I want the people to know the latest conspiracy theory, to be honest with you. So over the weekend or within the last couple of days, there has been raging wildfires on the island of Maui of Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these fires burnt down a lot of buildings, a lot of homes. You know, I believe 80 people have died. I believe over 600 have been injured. The mayor of Hawaii or whatever came out and basically stated that whole entire community, that city, is going to have to be rebuilt. And it all looks the fuck suspicious, bro.
It all reeks of conspiracy, of corruption.
So to go back a little bit, this land is owned by natives who were not willing to sell to other people who want to build hotels and resorts and all that shit, right? So they're telling them, no, we're not going to sell it. Coincidentally, the shit goes all on fire, right?
They still don't own it though, just because they burnt it down.
Yeah, but some of these people died, these owners, right?
Oh, fuck, man.
So what happens? Or they burnt it down, so what are you going to do now? You're going to sell the land or you're going to invest to rebuild? What if you don't have the money to rebuild, right? You got to sell the land. So they're saying that somebody, potentially the government, used direct energy weapons to start a fire, start multiple fires, burn down this land so they can go in, reclaim it as their own, build on it, and profit.
Sounds familiar.
What's true, what's not true, I don't know. The fires were fucking true.
Yeah.
80 people really died.
Yeah.
Mad people have been displaced. That land is going to have to be rebuilt.
Right.
And somebody's going to make a lot of money.
Facts.
Who? I don't know. Something to think about. Something to keep an eye on.
Right.
Don't be a fucking sheep. Don't be asleep.
Nah, but
Nothing happens for no reason, especially when it comes to shit like that.
you're saying keep an eye on it. You know what the hardest thing about trying to keep an eye on things nowadays? Especially, I don't know, if you're not diligent enough, they're gonna put something else out that's gonna distract you from that.
Well, when the
You know what I'm
arsonists run the media sites, yeah.
That's what I mean. So like, yeah.
This shit wasn't even trending on Twitter right now. I just went on Twitter earlier before the show just to see what was going on. This shit wasn't even trending. Nobody was even mentioning it. I had to search for it to find it to get some information. So that goes to show you that it's already being buried as news. And I'm not surprised because, again, if the person who set the fire is the person reporting on the fire, yeah, they're going to bury it. They don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to do research. They don't want to know shit. They're not going to tell you nothing until 3 months from now when they're like, hey, grand opening of the damn
Four
Maui
seasons.
fucking resort. Come down and visit. So shout out to all my people in Maui. I've been to Hawaii probably 6 to 10 times. Always got love out there. The people are friendly. The people are welcoming. It's unfortunate that the government continues to repeat the same cycles they repeated in Philly, the same shit they did in Oklahoma. They just did it now in Hawaii. They did it in Puerto Rico. They didn't use fires, but they used taxes and some other shit. So now half of Puerto Rico belongs to investors and realtors and shit, whatever.
It's fucked up, man.
And I don't know, man. Nothing is gonna change until
what? You gonna start the revolution?
the revolution, bro. It's underway already, bro.
You think
it's
so?
Underway. It is. It is. Shout out to my people in fucking Alabama who ain't taking no shit and kicking white people's ass.
But you're talking about
on docks. No, I know that's not part of the
No.
revolution. But still, I want to shout.
No. What I'm trying to get at is like, I get what you're saying. They represented for that cause, but at the same time, that you're talking more about a race war than a fucking actual revolution. A revolution should be all people against the government.
Well,
You know what I'm
no. The Alabama thing was more specific.
Yeah.
But the revolution will be the poor against the rich.
That's what I mean.
That's
all people,
that's-
all poor
that's
against
the bottom line.
the fucking filthy rich.
And, the rich, eat the rich, bro. That's what they say, right? Eat
Yeah.
the rich. Fuck them. Let's get back to Young Meech in the building. New project, Genesis, dropping in September. All tracks produced by Meech. What got you into production, and do you remember your first piece of producer equipment?
So my first piece of producer equipment I got when I was 11, but I didn't use it for a couple of years, so I gave it to my brother.
Right.
So I saw that he was barely using it. So I had made like a beat like off my phone.
Right.
I posted on IG. Then my producer, my mentor, shout out to Sean Light, Light Beats. He taught me how to like make beats with a actual beat machine and connecting it to the computer, right? So I started making my own beats when I was like 14.
Okay.
Right? I was 14, but I was writing since I was like 11.
Okay.
So basically, no matter what I do, I'm always like an artist first.
Right.
So
A rapper first.
yeah.
Okay.
A rapper. So my first piece of equipment was the MPK.
The little joint? Like this?
Yeah, that
Right,
one.
I know what you're talking
That
about.
was my first piece of equipment. Now I'm upgraded to the Elises,
Nice.
which, gives me more like sound because the piano's like a little... it's
Longer?
It's a little longer, so it gives me more sound. And, yeah, basically.
And next is the MP.
The what?
The MPC.
Oh, yeah. The MPC. I've been fiending for that, man.
If anybody out there has an MPC that they are not using and are willing to donate to Young Meech for his career, or even willing to sell at a reduced price, holla at your boy. We're gonna get it in Meech's hands.
Facts.
We're gonna support the next generation, give them the tools that they need to succeed. And an MPC is unbeatable.
Still to this day, it's amazing that piece of machine is still to this day like the
Right,
producer's
it's like,
favorite.
What, 30 years old?
Yeah.
More. I think it
Yeah.
debuted in 80 something.
Exactly.
And still just like, it's either the MPC or the Roland.
Yeah, the
12.
Roland TR-808. Yeah.
One of those, you got to have one of those,
Yeah.
bro. And everybody that wants to be a producer wants one of those more than the other. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Meech is an MPC guy, and we're going to get him an MPC. One way or another, by hook or by crook, we're going to find one. We're going to get it to him. Now, we asked you your favorite rap influences. How about producer influences?
Producer influences. Swiss Beats for sure. Nice. Dr. Dre, Madlib, J Dilla, Ye, you know.
So Madlib is similar to your MF Doom inclusion, right? So who's putting you on to the underground subgenre of hip hop?
My brother.
Your brother.
Yeah.
So shout out to him,
He's
bro.
into like that underground sound.
Yeah.
He listens to a lot of Doom and what's his name? Damn, what's the dude's name from Hempstead? Oh, God, I can't think of it. Rock Marciano.
I think he put me on to Tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put me on to Tribe, and then Slick Rick.
Wow. That's one of my favorites.
Word.
Tribe is
Shout
one
out
of my
to Slick
favorites.
But I think if you listen to underground, you're also prone to listening to classic hip hop.
Absolutely.
You're mainly just skipping the mainstream and the current shit. So you
Right.
probably bounce between whatever's hot underground and just classic fucking.
Yeah, because it's
Hip-hop.
mainly the same sound.
Are there any current rappers that are out now that you listen to that you fuck with?
I listen to Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole.
The Trinity.
Yeah. Joey Badass.
If you had to pick one, Drake, Cole, or Kendrick?
If I had to pick one, the thing is that Drake got a lot of classics,
But you're more like Cole.
but lyrically Cole got me on.
And
Like,
you know Cole produces his own shit.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, then I love Drake, but I gotta go with Cole. I gotta go. With Cole.
Hey, there's no wrong answer, really.
I gotta
Oh
go.
yeah,
Cole.
I love Drake too, bro. Shout out to Drake. I believe he's got 4 shows back to back out in LA this week. He just had a week-long run in the Garden.
I got a question for you,
And
Burns,
he's
since
torn
you're
like
the
one.
resident Drake fan here.
Well, he's my twin, so you know.
Yeah, true. Does Drake have a classic album?
They say "Take Care" would be either his most classic.
I'm
or
not
his
saying what
closest
they
to
say. I'm
classic.
asking M. Burns.
You know, I'd say "Take Care." If
Really?
it is not a classic, it would be
Oh.
his closest to a classic.
Yeah?
I don't know if I consider it a classic album per se. I really don't think he has a classic album.
Okay.
But that would probably be his closest.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. His first album, depending on who you ask, they might consider it a classic because this is debut and shit. But I thought
Thank
it
Me
was
Later?
I thought it was a little underwhelming. But his
So Far Gone.
mixtape's a fucking
Yeah,
classic.
So Far Gone is a classic.
Yeah, so if he don't have a classic, he has that, and that
Yeah,
shit
that's
is a
a
fucking
fact.
Grammy-nominated classic that
Yeah.
led to a dominating fucking career.
That's not over yet.
That is not over yet.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, okay. All right. I just wanted to ask you that. I just
Yeah.
thought of that before. And I know you're the resident Drake fan, so.
You know it, bro.
I
Me
fuck
and
with Drake.
Drizzy.
I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Drake. He makes good music, bro. And he makes, how could I put it? Music of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, he captures a lot of moments in his music. You know what I'm saying? Like when he did the God's Plan. The whole God's Plan. That was a moment in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he's got a few of those.
They say a lot of his moments are stolen, though.
What do you mean?
Like, detractors will say he's a trend hopper. Detractors will say he links with artists before they blow up so that he can kind of
You know who they
ride
said
their
that about too?
wave.
You know who they said that about too?
Probably Jay-Z.
Exactly, Jay-Z. And look where he's at right now.
The #1 rapper of all time out of New York as voted by Complex. Never forget that shit, all right? Rest in peace, Big.
Nas the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
He know what's up. The young man knows what's up.
I I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
That he's a Nas fan?
Yeah.
That Nas is his GOAT? Nas
Yeah.
is your GOAT or not?
I have a lot of goats, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I can't really select one out of the like 10, 20
Damn.
artists I listen to. Yeah.
I think that's all of no, because we have our favorites.
Yeah. Like Nas is my GOAT. He's my number one favorite hip hop artist of all time.
Yeah.
Jay's my GOAT, but it'd be more so to fuck with y'all. To be petty and irritate y'all.
So in reality, who is it really? Is it big? It
No,
depends on the day, right? It
No,
depends.
It depends on the question being asked. Jay-Z is my favorite rapper of all time.
Okay.
To me, Big was the best rapper.
Okay.
Of all time.
Good storyteller too.
You know what I'm saying? Great storyteller.
So was Jay, though, believe it or not. Jay tells some stories,
But
yo.
then again,
Yeah.
so is Nas.
Yeah, Nas as
So,
well.
so it's not like there was any dominating characteristic
Yeah,
that
yeah.
anyone had over the other. You know what I'm saying? Anything Jay could do, Nas could do, Big could do.
True.
You know what I'm saying? There was nothing. Even when Big did the Bone Thugs flow, Jay
Yeah.
had already did the originators flow,
yeah.
and Nas would eventually come and do his version of flipping flows. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But my favorite rapper to listen to is Jay-Z. And Jay-Z has a song for every mood and a bar for every fucking situation. You know what I'm saying? And when you broke, he'll make you feel rich. And when you fucking rich, he might remind you that at one point you was broke. And there's a balance and shit. So
Yeah.
I'll fuck with it.
Okay.
Let's go back. So now, talk to me about TGP, which was formerly MMP,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it started out as Meech Music Group,
No, Meech Music Productions.
Meech
yeah.
Music Production, excuse me, and it morphed into, is it Triple Generation?
No, third generation.
Third.
Yeah.
Third Generation Productions. So what led to the change?
Well, I thought that I wanted more artists to be under like my production tag, so I figured if it was just Meech Music Productions, it would be like self-centered to me. You feel me?
Yeah. Narcissistic.
Yeah, basically. And so I just switched it to that. You know, basically saying Gen Z without saying Gen Z. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. That's why it's
Yeah.
third gen.
Yeah.
What is it? Boomers, millennials, Gen Z, something like
Yeah,
that.
something.
Yeah,
like that.
Gen Z. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And currently under the umbrella, you have who?
Right now, I got my man Ace of Space. He's the cameraman. He
Dope.
records all the videos.
So
My man Jay got Cloud. And Steez.
and D Steezy. Shout
Yeah.
out to the young blood D Steezy. He just dropped a new single. I'm gonna look at the camera for this because I never lie. I'm gonna even take off my glasses.
Oh shit.
D Steezy, I love you. Got great energy. You should have waited on putting the song out. You need a little bit more practice. You need a little bit more flow control. The bars was,
Yeah.
you young, so they was whatever. But keep going, bro. Keep trying, keep practicing, keep putting in that work. Don't be so quick to rush out a product that is not necessarily ready to be put out. But if that's what you feel, fuck me. Do whatever the fuck you want because you're an artist and y'all gotta follow your heart.
Me personally, I thought it was hard. Me personally, I rock with it.
I fuck with it. I just think he just needed a little more work, bro. He just needed a little more
Tighten up.
patience. The flow was a little off in certain parts. Maybe there was a couple too many words in certain parts. A couple parts where maybe there wasn't enough words. But I like the song. I like the vibe of it. I like where it was going. And who the fuck am I to say anything, right? If that's what you feel and that's what you thought you wanted to put out, good for you. You put it out. I'm gonna support it either way. But as a seasoned ear, I just thought it could it's just a little bit more work, a little more patience, a little more practice, and he's gonna get it.
Yeah. Shouts
But-
to you also. My bad. I didn't mean to
ahead.
cut you off. But shouts to you also for changing the label, like the name of the label. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that way you take all the attention off yourself. That's a lot of people wouldn't do that. They want all the attention for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
I'm
about
saying?
to go backwards. I'm about to make this the M. Burn show. Fuck the guy. Nah. I'm about to do it in reverse.
He was threatening that. He's been threatening that for the last 2 years.
I've been threatening to go solo for 20 years.
Word.
It's gonna happen soon. Nah. So third gen productions, you got your cameraman, you got a couple artists. Are you doing all the beats, or are you looking for other producers as well?
It'll be great to have other producers, that mentor me as I'm making beats.
Right.
So that way, it's like ideas floating around. You feel me?
Right.
Then it gets like birthed basically.
Yeah.
Right. Still, yeah.
And
That would be nice to have,
and steel sharpens steel.
Yeah,
so
bro.
the y'all gonna help each other get better and stuff.
Like I told one of our past guests, like Nino Gully, how many episodes was that? Two episodes ago.
2 episodes ago.
I told him you never want to be the smartest person in the room. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that that's what it is to be like you want to be the smartest. Nah, you don't want to be because you won't learn nothing if you're the smartest person.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or the richest person.
Yeah, and either way in hip hop, my man Shy Books, shout out to Shy Books. He told me he was like you're always a student.
Yeah.
When it comes to music and hip hop.
Yeah. And
You know
life
what I
in
mean? Yeah.
general, bro.
Life, yeah.
Never
Yeah.
limit your learning. Real quick, shout out to Nino Gully. He's got a private party coming up, I believe, either late August or early September. You got to DM him to get on the list. 5 exotic dancers doing some exotic ass shit, including Nuru massages.
Hey.
And you got to pull up with at least $1,000 or you're not even getting in. So shout out to Nino Gully. DM him if you're interested in joining his party. And I already hit him and told him, yo, if you need like a doorman or a coat dude, holla at your
A
boy,
coat
bro.
dude.
I'll hold the coats on.
When is the party?
Just I don't remember the exact date. I just know I can't.
You better hope it's coat weather.
I can't afford to go to that shit. $1,000 just to give away to the bitches. Goddamn.
Jeez.
But shout out to that. I like what you're doing, my bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's definitely a brother on the move, man.
So now you've dropped multiple singles. They're all available on your YouTube. Everybody go check that out. What's the YouTube?
Meech in all caps, the rap addict.
Meech in all caps, the rap addict. Go check that out on YouTube. I believe you got Friends up there. You got the MF Doom freestyle up there.
Yeah, and
You
for
got, I think, the love song, right?
Yeah, it's coming out midnight Monday.
No. But there's a different love song. The name of it is not Love.
Oh no, there's no me without you. Yeah,
Yes, that's
that
up
one.
there.
Yeah.
That's a dope song that I fuck with. I'm very into the love songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's a couple other joints, but then we got a brand new project. It's called Genesis. So what made you name this is your first album, right?
I call it like a 6-song mixtape.
So like an EP almost.
Yeah.
And you want to call it Genesis. Explain to the people why.
Well, the Genesis was like the first chapter of the Bible, which is like the beginning, basically, just like in a fancy word.
The creation.
Yeah. So that's why I named it that. I thought it was dope.
So this is the genesis of the Meech TGP era. Now you told me it's dropping in September. What can we expect before the album drops? You're gonna shoot some videos and stuff?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Couple of visuals, couple of like interludes, shit like that.
Like little commercials and shit.
Yeah.
So
sure.
do remember, I've made the offer before, and the offer still stands. If you need our help, if you want our help, if you want us to shoot something with you, we can. Whatever ideas you have, we could try to make them happen. I can't promise they're all gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie to you, but we can try to make it happen, or we can get as close as possible to whatever it is that you have in mind. And we're always here to help the next generation, the young generation.
Hell yeah.
And take advantage, bro. So now the album, who are you gonna distribute it through?
Spotify,
It's gonna end up on Spotify, but who are you putting it out through? DistroKid?
Yeah, DistroKid,
Okay,
yeah.
DistroKid. All right, so everybody make sure you're looking out for that. You have the first single? Well, you've already dropped
I already dropped like 2 joints
like
on
2
the
joints,
album,
right?
yeah.
The Friends joint,
Friends.
and now the love. Oh, and the
yeah.
the Blow, yeah. Dope. All right, so let's say the album drops. You drop some videos, people fuck with it, people show you some love. What's the follow-up? Is that going to be your debut album? Do you plan on dropping a couple more mixtapes?
Well, I don't necessarily feel like this is an album. I feel like it's like a mixtape,
Right.
but I'm releasing each of the songs as singles, which
Okay.
the label likes to call the waterfall approach,
Right.
which means you drop a couple of singles, get them like attracted, like build a little fan base, and then,
Who taught you the waterfall approach?
Huh?
Who taught you the waterfall approach?
I saw it on IG, but it's a smart method though. Yeah,
It
rock
works?
with it, Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
worked
it
for you?
works.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it hasn't worked for me yet, but
Well, he's in the
does make
process.
sense, yeah.
It's worked for many artists.
Oh,
You
hell
know,
yeah.
you drop your singles, you build your fan base in anticipation of the album. That's the way it should be, right? Because you can't drop an album and nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Exactly.
Yeah, because then nobody's gonna listen to it. They're not gonna be drawn to it. Especially if I was gonna extend it to like what, 11 songs. I don't think anybody was gonna listen to all 11 joints
Right.
because they don't know who I am yet. So
Right.
Yeah.
I will definitely have to do like a visual first.
Well, it's like you said, you have to build that core fan base that is going to stick with you through your career, that's going to buy your merch and play your songs and play your music for other people, and that's what's going to lead to the growth of Meech and of TGP. But that shit takes work, bro. So, you know, you seem to know that already, and you seem to be willing to put in the work, so that's always a plus. You've been out performing. I see you doing a lot of shows in Brooklyn with the homie RBM Bizzle. He be out there with his son Battle Bear. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
You've been on a couple shows with him. How do you compare, you know, creating music and performing music?
Performing music. Well, my first performance was my uncle's wedding,
Okay.
which I was not expecting to do that at all.
Dope.
They asked me, they were like, "Yo, do you want to do this?" I was like, "I bet, yeah." So I did that. That was my first show. Then my mother saw it,
Right.
and my mother's like very popular, so she's the one that got me my first official show
Right.
in New York, in Brooklyn. Yeah,
Brooklyn.
Flatbush. Yeah, that was my first show. I rocked it. Then I did another show, rocked it. Another one, my birthday, I rocked it. Then after that, it was like, it's like such a fun experience performing and all that. Having my friends there to support, you know, the whole team. I rock with it, yeah.
Good. That's dope. And how are the nerves?
I will admit, I do get a little nervous before my shows. But, you know, I still go out there and I still rock it, you know?
Right. So I just recently seen an interview with Jadakiss where he says he still gets nervous before his shows.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
still gets butterflies. So it's not a negative, bro. That's just excitement within you and energy building to fucking come out once you hit the stage. So
Yeah, it's
there's
natural.
nothing to be embarrassed about, nothing negative, bro.
You have to.
You should be more worried when you don't
Exactly.
get the butterflies.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now it's like it kind of don't matter to you anymore.
Yeah.
But shout out to that. Keep hitting that stage. Keep hitting the road. You're going back to school soon, right?
Yeah.
Does your school do like talent shows? Is that still a thing?
Oh, funny story. So I was talking to my man, Steez, about this. And he told me he talked to the vice principal, and he was like, "Yo, we should do a talent show." She said I was thinking about it. So the talent show didn't happen because like I know more than half of my school has talent. They're just too like shy to show it.
Right.
So due to like the minimum of students that was gonna do the talent show, we couldn't do it. That's what I heard though.
So Steez, I think that's another thing that a little bit bothered me about Steez putting out a song. I want him to focus on management and pushing you forward, right? So in that situation, enough students weren't willing to participate in the talent show.
Yeah.
All right, so fuck a talent show. Let's have an assembly and just let Meech perform. If he's the only one that wants to perform, this is what we're gonna do. I want Steezy to get on that shit. I want him to get on some Puff Daddy, strong arm shit and make shit happen for Meech. Don't worry about rapping. That's just gonna come down the line. The manager, Puff Daddy, put his album out. But first, Biggie put out 2. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Meech out there. Let's get Meech popping. Then you could dance in the videos. You could drop your album later. But focus first, young king. And then Meech will be, you know, out there more popping, which is what we're looking for. As far as the videos, I definitely look forward to seeing you in your first video. Is that something you're also interested in, as far as putting the videos together and possibly directing them, or at least contributing to the direction of the video?
Well, I feel like a music video would be nice, but for my first visual, I feel like doing like an animated cartoon.
Right. So now,
Video,
do you
yeah.
do animation?
No, but
But you
I
can
would
find
have
somebody.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
have to find some animators. Yeah, it's definitely
And
gonna
do you
cost
have
work.
like a basic idea of what it is that you want to see animated?
Yeah, I would have to write a song with a storyline,
Right.
and that way he could kind of draw it out. Basically,
You know who we could plug him into? What's his name? He was here with him.
Ski rap.
Ski Rap. He has
He
a
knows an
comic book.
animator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows an anime. He made a video that was a comic book.
For
He's got the
sure,
book
yeah.
here. The book is somewhere. I
It's
don't know what's in there. It's in there. It's right behind your father.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely. Oh, you met Ski Rap when you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
here.
He was here.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, reach out to him. Let him know you need an animator. Then he can plug you in with his guy and then
Yeah.
see, you know, what they're talking about budget wise and make something happen right there. That'll definitely be dope.
Hell yeah.
And then animation videos are like kind of trendy now.
Well, not really. It's more visual, like more music video. But for me, that's just what I would like to do. I think that would be dope.
Do it, bro.
Yeah.
You have a good sense of what it is that you want to accomplish, which is dope. So whatever, I believe y'all, not only y'all, we all live in a generation, we all live in a time period right now where we could do whatever the fuck we want. You know what I'm saying? If I decide tomorrow I want to be a damn photographer, I'll go buy me a camera, I'll start taking pictures, I'll put them on Instagram, get some job, boom, I'm a photographer. It's no longer like you got to go to fucking school and this and that. As long as you got the hustle and the desire, you can be anything you want. So I definitely see the hustle and the desire within you, artist-wise, producer-wise. Now down the line, do you want to become executive with TGP?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no doubt.
Sign artists, sign producers, put them out,
Yeah, definitely.
produce for them and stuff. That'll be something dope to look at. And you just told me your school has a shitload of talent, right? So are you looking for artists to work with, to collaborate with?
Well, yeah, for sure. Definitely some people that are good at playing instruments. You know, definitely be good for originality.
Right. So now you want to
Yeah.
get into live instrumentation on your beats.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. That's a big jump.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's actually very dope. That'll make your beats a lot fuller and a lot sounding a lot. It'll sound of a higher quality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll sound alive, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So definitely make that happen, bro. Violins are fucking dope as fuck. If
I have
you
a-
get a dope violin player.
Yeah, I have a couple songs with violins on them.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Now, on your project, let's call it a project that I heard you did send me the songs. You sample on a lot of songs, which leads us back to you're a very 90s hip hop influenced artist, and obviously back then there was a lot of sampling going on. Is that the direction you plan to stay in and incorporate the live instrumentation, or are you going to bring them in to try to create your own actual melodies and chords and stuff?
I feel like I would prefer to go to the original route more than sampling, because sampling is a lot when it comes to like sample fees and all that, royalties.
Clearance and all that.
Yeah. So me, I wouldn't. For now, I'm doing sampling because it's like, you know, it's basically hot now to
Right.
sample.
Yeah.
But
And it's easier
Yeah, it's easier.
You think so?
than getting somebody to come fucking play you a 3-second violin. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I don't know. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Anytime you got to rely on somebody else, it's harder.
True. That's a fact.
You sit down with your fucking machine, you sample, make 20,000 beats in 2 weeks. But when you got to
Word.
wait for the nigga to come play the bass guitar,
That's a fact.
it'll take you a little longer.
True indeed. Carry
Sure.
on.
But yeah,
Definitely,
yeah, I get a lot of sample ideas from like my grandmother.
yeah.
Yeah, she be helping me with samples and all that. I have like
real?
mad, I have mad beats that were like, she gave me those samples.
Yeah?
Yeah, and
But
then I tweaked it. Yeah.
Does she know she's giving you a sample, or she's just telling you listen to this song?
No, she knows exactly
She
what
knows,
she's doing.
yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, that's what's
That's
up,
what's
man.
up, yo.
Shout out to Grandma. Shout out to Ma Dukes. Shout out to Pop Dukes in the building. Shout out to
Yeah.
what you got? One brother?
Yeah. Well,
Shout out to
yeah.
your brother. Shout out to D Steezy. Shout out to Jay Got Clout. Genesis, the project, dropping in September. Once we have an official date, we will share it with y'all. Everybody go download that. Everybody go support that. Make sure you're following Meech, the Rap Addict, on YouTube. Make sure you're following at Meech.Noel. Give me the numbers again.
0319.
0319. That's your birthday?
Yeah.
March 13th. Shout out. March 19th, excuse me. Shout out to that. Meech.Noel0319 on Instagram. Before we let you leave, young Meech, first of all, thank you for coming through. Thank you for keeping 90s hip hop sound alive and bringing it back to an audience that maybe don't be looking for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of these young kids, they're just on that TikTok wave, and
Yeah.
it's refreshing to see an artist that still has that sound that we fucking fell in love with. And grew up
Not
on.
only do you have that sound, you appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between sounding like that and it's because you think that's what you want to do or you think that's the hot sound. No, this is what you love. This is what you like to hear. This is what pleases your ears and shit.
Yeah.
You know
How
what
much
I'm saying?
reading do you do?
To keep it a buck with you, I don't read too much.
So read more.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It'll make you a better writer.
Yeah.
Your vocabulary will increase. Your subject matter will increase.
Facts.
Your knowledge will increase.
Yeah.
And it'll give you
More shit to
it'll
talk about.
make you a better rapper.
Yeah.
Definitely look into that. Definitely continue studying MCs and music. And if you ever need a list of, shit you might not know exists, let us know. We'll gladly send you some dope artists, some dope music. Keep fucking pushing forward, bro.
Hell yeah.
What
man.
else? I
Appreciate
think
it.
that's about it. VSOP is gonna run you through 10 shots with VSOP. And then
All right, real
we'll
quick.
be outta here.
I'm going to ask you 10 rapid fire questions. You answer them with minimal thought. We'll come back and check your answers out, all right?
I bet.
Here we go. Number 10, better rap group, Tribe or Wu-Tang? Well, who you
Ooh.
like better, Tribe or Wu-Tang?
Damn, I like Tribe. Yeah.
Tribe, you fuck with Tribe?
Yeah.
No doubt. Better rapper, Big L or Big Pun?
Oh wow, you just yeah.
I know you fuck with them.
Pun. Yeah.
Pun?
Yeah.
All right. Better producer, Dilla or Madlib?
Dilla.
Dilla. All right. Who you fuck with more, Conway or Benny?
Who?
Conway or Benny from Griselda?
Benny.
Benny?
Yeah.
Studio or stage? You rather be in the studio or on stage?
On stage.
On stage? All right, no doubt.
Well, the lab. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
yeah,
you're
I like
an
the
introvert,
lab.
so you want to be in the lab and shit,
Yeah,
creating.
Yeah.
All right, the lab. All right, indie or you want to run with a label? I know you indie now, but if they all, I know you ain't about the money, but if they throw you the bag, you going with the bag or you staying indie?
I mean, I'll try the labels, but if it doesn't go right for me, I'll just go indie. Yeah.
All right, no doubt. Better era, 90s to 2000, your opinion?
90s.
90s. Better producer, RZA or Dre?
Dre.
Dre. Who you fuck with more, Kendrick or Cole?
Cole.
Cole?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, no doubt. And who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas?
Big, Jay-Z, or Nas? Big.
Big? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say Nas.
Big is
And you thought he was going to say Jigga.
It's Jigga.
Nah, no doubt. That was 10 shots, though. Good shit, kid.
All right, so let's review very quickly. Tribe over Wu-Tang. Little surprising, but I could dig it.
I fuck with it, though. I'm a big Tribe fan. I love Tribe, yo. They're one of my favorite rap groups.
Shout out to Raekwon. I don't know if I mentioned he hosted the Shaheem Hip Hop 50th anniversary event in
dope.
in Shaolin. The other day.
Dope.
Pun over Big L. I could dig it. I'm gonna keep it real, Meech. This might hurt you, but I've often thought that Big L was drastically overrated as an MC.
Big L?
Yeah, you
Nah.
believe this guy?
A lot of people don't agree with me.
Yeah.
And I get it.
I don't agree with
And he's a dope rapper.
Yeah.
Undebatable.
Okay.
I just think because he died, he got extra.
You think he got...
and love.
But, okay. So I'm just saying, I'm only debating his skill, not his popularity.
Well, that's the thing. Along with the popularity growing, the lure of him growing and his skills may have been exaggerated.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
And again, my opinion. And
Yeah,
what the fuck am I? Right?
go ahead.
So rock on. Dilla over Madlib. I get it. I would have said that too. Benny over Conway. I dig it. Studio over stage. I dig it. All right. Indie over major. If you were to go to a major, give me your top 3 majors you'd want to sign to.
Damn, the majors I want to go to aren't even majors anymore.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah, I would like to go to Rough Riders.
I
You know, that was so,
Because you want to work with Swizz.
Yeah, with the bikes and all. It's pretty dope. Yeah. Nah,
That's what's
but
up.
as of right now, probably Epic or Def Jam.
Okay.
Everybody want to go to Def Jam. Just once, at least once.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a lot of people have done it at least once. You know what I'm saying? Nas was on Def Jam. A lot of Ed Jigga was on Def Jam.
Scarface was on Death.
Scarface was on Def Jam. Jada was on Def Jam.
Yep.
I think a lot of people want Def.
That's what I mean. Like, that's a hip hop staple. That's a hip hop label.
Yeah.
Like, it was intended for hip hop by hip hop. I mean that kind of sounds corny, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
To me, Def Jam is the dopest label ever.
Okay.
Bad Boy is my favorite label.
Right. But Def Jam is the dopest in your opinion?
Well, Rockefeller is up there too.
But
Bad
Rockefeller's under Def Jam though.
No. Bad Boy and Def Jam for my favorite.
Okay.
But the dopest record label ever, the most historic record label ever, is Def Jam. Like, they are a pinnacle of hip hop and a destination point for most, if not.
Well, I don't know about nowadays, but I know at a certain. I know.
I mean,
they
signed fucking Justin Bieber, so
yeah, I know at a certain
shit's
point it
weird.
was the destination. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you said who else? Rough Riders, Def Jam, and Epic.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody over at Epic, including the VP of Marketing and one of Billboard's top power players for 2023, your own uncle, Justin D. Live, man. Super proud of that.
hell yeah, shouts to him, man. That
Then we
guy's-
had Dre over.
Legend.
Who was the other one? Dre
RZA.
over who? RZA. Dre over RZA.
He said he wanted to work with Dre, so
I know. It's
you know what I'm
just-
saying. Why Dre over RZA though? Any particular reason? Is there anything that Dre has done that is like, wow, like, or what is it that Dre did that you were like, wow, I gotta work with him?
It's that one joint on the 2001 album that me and my dad was listening to not too long ago. I forgot what it was called, but the beat had me going crazy.
Well, that whole album.
Yeah,
was
that's a
Yeah.
monster of an album. You know what I'm saying?
Cole over who was it?
Kendrick.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also think Kendrick is overrated.
I rock with Kendrick,
I like I like Good Kid, Mad City. I don't like anything else.
but if it was up to me, I'll pick Cole.
Yeah.
Cole, I fuck with Cole too. And then Biggie over Nas. Yeah, I totally get it, bro.
He forgot to put Jay-Z.
Who wouldn't pick that? Shout out to Young Meech. Thank
Yes,
you for
sir.
being here today, my young
Yes.
brother. I wish you
Appreciate
The
y'all.
future.
all
the
the
future.
success in the world. Keep pushing. Keep making beats. Keep rapping. We're going to get some videos out. We're going
Hell
to get
yeah.
some damn animation out. We're going to put a new project out. We're going to get TGP up there. D Steezy Management. Jay
that.
Got Clout. Who'd you say was the
Desiree.
photographer? What was his name?
Ace of Spades.
Ace of
Adriel.
Spades.
His name's Adriel, but that's our nickname for him.
Ace of Spades.
I like
Yeah.
it. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to TGP. I look forward to watching you grow, young king. I look forward to watching you succeed. And as I've stated before, if there's anything we can do to help you, all you got to do is say the word. Shout out to Pop Dukes, Cheeto in the building. Go Jets.
Oh, yo. I know he's souped.
Shout out to Straight Fuego Studios. As always, the brother F. Follow at EFNR711 if you need some studio time, somewhere to practice, somewhere to shoot a video, somewhere to shoot a podcast. Except don't come here to shoot no podcast because I feel violated. Holler at brother F. Shout out to brother F. Shout out to Dolly and Luna Bright Teeth Whitening. Get your teeth right for the summer. Get that smile bright while the sun is still out. Fall is coming.
Yo.
You can't say you're a fan of Halloween if you get upset when I ghost you, so stick to the script. The Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast,
This guy.
episode 158. Shout out to my co-host. I hope my Bluetooth is still connected, brother.
Yeah.
F. Am
Yes
I
to the
still
OP.
connected?
You know what it be.
I think I am. We celebrating 50 years of hip hop.
Gotta put your volume up.
I gotta play one last song before we leave.
Uh-uh.
I'm still connected.
I'm still connected.
Let's take that from the top for hip hop one time.
Still got the
All the
plug.
ladies out there, all the thotties, all the side pieces. If we in the 90s, all the skios,
Hey.
all the moms, the grandmas, the aunties, the sisters, the daughters, the goddaughters, nieces, I love you all. Bartenders, strippers, hairdressers, nurses, I love you too. Young Meech at Meech.Noel0319. TGP is the label. I am the Brother Burns. You will never find another lover like mine. This is the GAHHD, episode 158, and we out. If you know the words, sing along. Whoa. Cut his mic, cut his mic. Are those the kind of guys that you like? Nasty work.
What you want, they'll never be, you'll never find.
Godcash and we out.
You'll never